I fucking love CX cabinets, but holy shit, the monitor sucks. Um, this is supposed to be one of the later CXs, but even then, the monitor is just a piece of shit. Like, look. Wait, what? Well, anyways, just trust me that the monitor sucks. You don't want to deal with this shit. So, I snagged this one. It is a beautiful 1920 by 1080 resolution 600 hertz plasma monitor. I would have gone with a more expensive IPS or something, but I'd rather mess around with my money for other shit before I toss it all into this, because a really nice monitor for a CX is gonna run me back at least 1100. So that's what I'm gonna work with for now. Anyways, let's get this shit out. For starters, you're gonna have to go back here behind the cab, take off the panel that's already missing from here, and you're gonna find 2 screws on each side. Once you undo those, you're going to be able to take this off, but you're going to have to be careful because this can just kind of, the whole assembly on the front for the button board and the monitor protector, screen protector, I guess, can just kind of come off. I can't remember if you have to take off the header or not, but I'll have an answer for that in just a second on the video. Alright, with all 4 of these out, you're just going to pull up on these sides here, and watch the top. There's one. You can see these are the notches where it normally sits in, down here and up there. And now for side number 2. And there. Okay, so I was totally wrong. It's just really snug underneath that. You gotta be careful because the button board will come off as well. That thing weighs a fucking ton. Very pretty though.
Wow.
Cool. Well, as you can see, it's just appears to be a normal generic monitor. Nothing special. I don't know, maybe I have a different model inside of mine, because I've never actually seen them with the bezel like this in any of the CXs I've looked inside of.
Maybe it was replaced at one point, and it's not stock.
Yeah, it's possible. Yeah, that's just sitting in there. There's a couple PCBs on the back here, so I don't want to pull this off at all. Not that I have any reason to. I might tighten that down because I'm just annoyed. I do like this. This is a nice touch. I actually use those in other parts of the cabinet. But yeah, let's go ahead and remove this from the back side, and then we'll be done. Okay, that fucking sucked. That shit was really heavy. Now to figure out how to mount the new one. So after measuring, remeasuring, and fucking up again and again, I think I have everything as absolutely perfect as possible. I went ahead and compared. I'm going to be using the original bolts that we're holding in the TV. They happen to be the same ones that my new one will use. And comparing it to the head here for my drill, it's going to be a 5/16 diameter. You can also get a good comparison there. If you're confident about your measurements, use a 5/16 bit. But if you want some room to travel, I mean, you could use, I don't know, a 3/8 or something. I don't know, anything bigger. If you use a 3/8, just make sure that you use a washer. I'm using a washer regardless because I want to spread out the strain on the wood over a wider surface area since I'm not using any steel framing like this. which I'm definitely going to have to change in the future, but this is what we're going to do for now, just for the sake of getting this done. And yeah, let's drill this bitch. Cool. Okay. Cool. Now for the difficult part. Oh yeah, make sure before you do this that you have holes for all of your ports to line up. Because these TVs are a fucking bitch to lift. Okay, I need you over here, hon. Can you hold it here and here? Visible. Okay, that was a complete pain in the ass. One of my holes was slightly misaligned by like 2 millimeters, and that sucked. Anyways, HDMI. That was a weird one. HDMI is in, and yeah. I just need to somehow get to the. Yeah. Okay, it's on HDMI 1, so I'm reaching back here. Shit, I just powered it off. Ugh. Thankfully, the buttons are on the side on this model. Shoutouts to Cube for recommending the Panasonic Viera, or Viera. No, don't go to fucking... I hate all of this. Okay. Well, I connected a Chromecast just to verify that the HDMI wasn't the problem, and that everything was working correctly. And yes, so it's just my MK9 being shitty. I'm probably going to swap out the one that came from Korea with my old one, and then go back to working on this. I can't see the flicker at all, but high speed shows that it's there. That's not really something I'm concerned with, but this is a hell of an upgrade. Unlike the previous monitor, this one actually displays at 1920 by 1080, and the old one was just barely covering at 720p. There we go. Yeah. So, I totally recommend that you all upgrade. If you have the older P22 M8 model monitors in your CX cabinets. Higher resolution, better speed, all around better.